guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'll do a short video and just share a couple of things with you guys that I have been loving for the past months. And yeah, because I've got a lot of questions about how kind of shoulder rest I'm using, rosin, and so on, so on. So I just thought I'm just gonna share with you my favorites. So as of right now, I'm carrying my Musafia case, which is the it's a dart case, so it's a violin shaped case, as you can see here. And it's my, I'm gonna say, to-go case. It's I'm gonna put the exact name of it. I think it's called the Master Series, but it's a dart shaped case, so obviously it's smaller than a rectangular case. But I'm loving this case. I have it for about, I think, over a year now. And the reason I'm saying it's my to-go case because I switch my violins quite often, and I always switch to this case. I have lots of different cases which I kind of use to hold the violins on, to hold the violins in, and this case is the one that I mainly carry, except the Enigma case, the Musafia Enigma case, which carry always my Grignani violin, which I never switch from that case. If I use the Grignani violin, I'll use the Enigma case as well. So yeah, you know guys, I'm a big fan on Musafia case. Those are the best cases on the market. So if you can afford to get one, I'll highly recommend. And if you haven't seen my review of this case, I'll link it down below so you can go and check it out. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the rosin, because you guys know that I have been raving about Andrea rosin for a long time, and this is probably like my second cake of that rosin, and as you can see, it's quite a bit of it. But I have recently actually discovered a new rosin which has been my favorite for the past almost 2 months now. It's called the Magic Rosin. They have two different, I think, formulas of that particular rosin. The one I have is Ultra, so I believe the Ultra is the one that it's very sticky. So if you like the sticky rosin, you're gonna love the Magic Rosin. I've seen it so many times in you know, like on the Shore website, and they carry a lot of that rosin, but I never was thinking to buy it because I thought the designs that were inside the rosin was a little hideous. But I accidentally tried a rosin in my local store and I was instantly hooked. So the one I have has a little manuscript, as you can see. But yeah, you can get one with the unicorns. Or like a flowers or some other design, but yeah, this one's probably the nicest looking, the more professional looking, but it's amazing. I mean, the $14, and you know, to compare with Andrea Rosin that it's 30 something, almost 40. I don't know what's in it, but it's awesome. And I did a little research on that rosin. It was apparently developed by I think he was a cellist from Juilliard School, so highly recommend that rosin. If you like the sticky rosin and, you know, more powerful sound, you're gonna love it. And I think the other formula of it, it's less sticky, so you can pick from two different one, but I picked the sticky one because I like more power. So yay, good rosin, highly recommend. Okay, the next thing that I have been loving is this foam shoulder rest. It's very beautiful. It's made of wood, obviously. I think it's a maple if I'm not mistaken, but it's, what I love about this is the shape. As you can see, is very much curved, and I think that's what I have been really looking for recently, is the curved shoulder rest. You know, all the Kuhns and all the other rests that I was trying, except the curved curve, that one was also very nice and curved, but it didn't have to me like enough strength on the legs. So and it was also too high for me. This one is very low because I have very short neck, so obviously it sits very nicely on my shoulder. It is hard, I'm not gonna lie. There's no like cushion. There is only like a suede you know, piece of suede here that it's pretty much glued, so there's no cushion, but it didn't doesn't really bother me because it sits so nicely on the shoulder, and of course the suede prevents from slipping. So it's awesome. I bought it in my local violin store. I'm pretty sure they get them from China. I could not find on the internet like a legit place where you can find this particular shoulder rest. I think I saw a couple of them on the eBay, but you know, if you cannot find this particular one, the match one also is very similar, and there's lots of companies right now that actually make this very curved, you know, shoulder rest. So if you are a person who has a long, short neck, you might actually enjoy that. So I have been loving the Charm microfiber cleaning cloths for the past few years. This is like, I think these are the best of the bests, and they are not too big. They're just the perfect size, and I just use them, you know, to wipe the string off and, you know, the violin, and they are just amazing. And I pretty much wash my cloths. I have a few of them on rotation, and I just wash them like every week, so I have them nice and clean, you know, because I don't want them to be like sticky with the rosin. But I always keep at least 2 in my case. So yeah, so this is also highly recommend, and it's like maybe, I don't know, $3 or so on Charm Music, so you should definitely try to get this one. Okay, so the next thing that I have been loving are these 2 bows that you've seen here. The one on the top is my Pacat bow, and this is the bow that I use mainly when I play in the orchestra. It's very beautiful, and it's completely different from the one on the bottom, which is the Sartori bow, and that bow is a little bit heavier. The Pacat is a little bit lighter. Sartori bow I use mainly when I perform by myself, so I like to have a little bit more, I would say more strength, I guess. So I use the Sartori bow. There we go. And if you guys haven't seen my video, I have those cushions put on my bow. So both of them has the special cushions, which I love, because, you know, it's like you're not using the leather grip, that it's you know, here around the stick. You're just using the cushion, and it's easier and cheaper to replace the cushion than the complete leather from your bow. So I highly recommend. If you haven't seen the video, again, I'll link it down below. I believe I purchased them on the Johnson String website. So yeah, so of course here in the violin, my violin is my newest baby, which is Sebastian Claude's violin, made in 1750. And I have been playing on it for the past few days, and it's just awesome. It's really nice. So I want to point a couple of more things. So the mute that I have been loving is this particular mute, which I forget the name of it, but I'll try to link it down below so you guys can check it out. And the reason I like it is because it's very easy to put on and slide off. It's really takes like no time, and it mutes very nicely, leaves you know, gives you this very nice warm tone. So it's not, you know, it's not an ugly muted sound. It's very nice. And of course I have been using my Eva Pirazzi strings, which has been my favorite for the past few years. I do like the Peter Infield, but I have a feeling like I'm leaning towards more the Eva Pirazzi green, the original one, not the gold one. I really like the original one. So either this or Peter Infeld are kind of on rotation. And there's one more thing I wanted to mention is this particular chin rest, which is, I believe it's called a Strat model. It's very similar to Guarneri style chin rest, as you can see here, but the plate is smaller, and it's also sits a little bit lower. I'll try to, there we go. So it's not, the plate is not as high of the violin as the Guarneri style. So I really have been enjoying this Here's another angle. So I really have been enjoying this particular chin rest, and again, I got this in my local violin store, but you can also purchase this on the Johnson String website. I think it's called a Strat style chin rest. So yeah, so this is pretty much a couple of things that I have been loving recently, and of course the violin sounds amazing. This is probably my second favorite violin from my collection. So yeah, it is a keeper, and yeah, I'm really loving my case. I'm loving everything. I feel like I'm finally comfortable with this chin rest, as well as with the foam shoulder rest and the magic rosin. Yeah, life is awesome. Alright guys, so thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!